I left my full-time job a year ago to become a freelance videographer. So how has that first year been? I was very fortunate that I had a staggered leaving from my previous employer where I worked 3 days a week for the first 3 months of 2024. So in that time, I was able to find my feet as a freelancer, get used to the Sony FX3 I just bought before Christmas. I was finding clients and go to networking events. So it allowed me to have that sort of gradual introduction into the freelance world. Then as the 1st of April 2024, I was fully on my own. There was definitely a crossover in the first 3 months of the year and then the first 2 months when I went fully freelance, where I was definitely doing jobs for free, just getting experience with the kit, working with different people, asking friends, can I come and film you rock climbing? Can I come along and film your gig for free? Just to get practice, exposure, and meet the right people. And from that, I've been able to get paid gigs in those areas, or I've just been able to add it to my portfolio to sort of show the broad range of content in which I can create. And it's all just good experience at the end of the day. You all have to go through that moment of doing some free jobs at the start. So yeah, I've done my share. I guess I should answer one of the main questions. Why did I want to go freelance to begin with? I've been working in the video sector now since I left university, which was in 2017. And those have mainly been in a 9-to-5, very corporate contracted settings for video production companies as well as PR companies. I wanted to go freelance because I felt as though I'd gained a well-rounded understanding of all types of production and content creation from the likes of live streams, case studies, weddings, music videos, drone shoots, anything really, fly-throughs. I feel like I gained a vast knowledge in the almost 8 years I've been doing this now, and I wanted to go on my own journey and create even more diverse content that I wasn't necessarily getting in the very much corporate sector. And over the past year, I felt as though I've done that. I filmed plenty of live gigs, weddings, music videos, helped out on short films, a lot of sport, including football and cricket, as well as equestrian. And I even dipped my toe into helping as a classroom assistant on a BFI Film Academy course, helping with the practical elements, as well as being there to answer any queries that they had during the filmmaking process. Fortunately, I've got a good relationship with my previous employers, so I've been doing bits of work as well for them throughout the last year. So what have been the positives and negatives of going freelance for me? One of the obvious points is being your own boss and being in control of your own workload, how you structure your day, how you interact with clients. That's totally up to you. And that's a big positive. Also, it's been very much a learning curve, and there's so much more I can learn and develop in that sort of area when it comes to marketing myself, networking. There's always room for improvement in that area because I never did all of that before in a contracted job. So there's a lot for me to learn still. Another great positive is the fact that I earn more per day than I did in a full-time contracted job. However, the work can be less frequent, so it comes in ebbs and flows. Because I am my own boss, I'm able to manage my time to pursue other passions, and one of those is film reviews. So I am a big film fan. I run a separate YouTube channel where I talk about the latest films, and I've been able to go to film festivals that happen not only at the weekend but during the week. So I could go on a Wednesday, go and see the films, talk about them on that channel, and also maybe take my laptop and go and edit things there, work on emails, reach out to people. So having that balance to pursue my career and my passion has just been amazing. I think the real low for me so far on this journey was during the month of August 2024. That's when I found that I wasn't getting returning customers, new clients. I felt really down in myself, and I even started looking at full-time jobs, going back into videos, and I got quite far in those stages. I was also willing to move somewhere else as well. And then I kind of had people talk to me and say, you know, this is part of the journey. So I took a step back and I realized that it was August. So most of the clients who have kids and a family were probably on holiday. So they weren't going to be looking at their emails or getting back to you because people were typically holidaying in that point. So I think that affected my workload and really disheartened me. There was genuine concern at this point for me that was I doing the right thing a couple months in? Should I go back into full-time job? And even then people question me, why would you want to go back to a full-time job? So it really put a spanner in the works during the month of August. However, I did stick it out. I'm still here doing freelance, and I'm glad I'm doing so. There's definitely things I can improve upon on my freelancing journey. I don't think I'm fully utilising funding, networking, various events, just socialising. I think I could do much more of that, talk to the right people to help me out and work on different collaborative projects. I'd like to do more of that and just go to more training and upskilling myself in any way I can, whether it's, doing a marketing course or a filmmaking course. There's always ways in which I can better myself and take full advantage of things that are presented to me. Hopefully in another year's time, I'll have much more knowledge and understanding of the whole process when it comes to being a freelance videographer. What I want to do in the next year of my freelancing journey, I definitely want to do more scripted stuff. I worked on a few short films in the last year and I want to keep doing that going forward. I'd love to work on more music videos as well because I really enjoyed that experience last year and I think it's a real interesting creative outlet that I've not really had the chance to explore as much. I'd love to travel with the job, whether it's further around the UK or getting on a plane and taking my kit abroad would be amazing, and just meeting different people and seeing different cultures would just be, the cherry on top of the cake for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this insight into my experience of the last year of freelancing. If you want me to delve deeper into any of those aspects or certain projects, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to do more content here on YouTube. I feel like I'm not utilising this channel too much, but hopefully there'll be more regular content over on here. So if you want to see anything in particular about equipment, behind the scenes on shoots, I'd love to do more stuff. So just let me know down below. Hit that like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very soon.